Hello, hello, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that you are. It makes me very excited that anyone is here to see my videos. I'm Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, here to do your daily pick a card. So go get your favorite beverage, get comfy and cozy, and let's have a little chat, a little tarot chat. We'll have a nice thought of the day. The thought of the day is going to be from our Hayao Miyazaki cards, which I just put some quotes on the back. I put some Rumi quotes. I put some quotes by Isaac Asimov, mostly Rumi, and maybe some others too here and there. But I'm kind of shuffling them right now. I am shuffling them. This is the best I can do, guys. And this is going to be our first card. If you've never done a tarot pick a card, it's really easy. Just follow along with the video. And we are going to give you a little thought for the day, something to move forward, something hopefully hopeful. Okay, that's kind of how I started, was just trying to give some hope. There was some real dark times, and you know what? Those dark times haven't really left many of us yet. And if we've experienced some really heavy things, oftentimes those stay with us the rest of our life. Okay, so I did say I'm Olivia. If you don't know how to do it, follow along with the video. It's easy. Oh, go ahead and take a moment to like this video. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe to my channel if you think you might want to see me again, because I'm hard to find unless you know where I am, and a subscription gets you there. Hit that notification bell if you would like to be notified. If you want to be notified when I upload videos. Share this video with someone you think will like it, but most importantly, I want you to come back, because that's the best part. Okay, I'm just going to pick from the middle, something I can't see. All right, so this is going to be our card. If you're not familiar with Hayao Miyazaki, the artist, illustrator, it's really worthwhile. If that's something, even if you think you don't like anime or manga, this is worthwhile looking up. Miyazaki is his last name. And this is a picture of the cat bus and two little girls. Let's see what we have written on the back. It is, your soul is so close to mine that what you dream, I know. I know everything you think of. Your heart is so close to mine. Your soul is so close to mine that what you dream, I know. I know everything you think of. Your heart is so close to mine. They're sisters. I love Miyazaki. Okay, so that's going to be kind of our theme, is love that close, love that pure, love that real, love. That's how we say it in the South. We say love, and it means love. Okay. All right. So if you've never done a tarot pick a card, it's easy. Do remember these are general readings. So that means you're going to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Don't make life-altering choices or decisions based on this or any other video pick a card, but do connect with me. I'll leave that information in the information box below so that you can correspond with me. And how it works, it's the card toppers correspond to timestamps. So you pick out your card topper. You can choose one, or you can choose more than one. You can even choose them all, because at the end I do kind of a general synopsis of them all together anyway. And we'll talk a little bit more about the cards. So go ahead and take a moment. I'm going to have a sip of coffee, and you guys pick your toppers. I'll go ahead after I have my sip of coffee. I'll show you the toppers up close. We'll talk a little bit about them. Today we are using Chris Ann's The Light Seekers Tarot. The Light Seers Tarot. Yes, indeed. The coffee is delicious today. Okay, so this pen, I actually got it. I used to work in a bookstore. I believe I got this from a customer. I could have gotten this from someone at one of the churches that I've attended. But it is a representation of an angel, and the lady who made this, and this is also her artwork as well, it's also representing an angel. And the lady that made these told me that she could see the angels, and she used them as inspiration. So those are the 2 angel pens, and then we have the Om symbol and Mother Mary on a piece of shell. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with this one, number 1. So if you chose this angel pen, this is going to be your tarot reading. But like I said, you can choose more than one. And especially if you pick one and it doesn't seem like it's resonating with you, then you can always go back and pick a different one. Okay, so this is what we have here. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Actually, I'm going to put them in the order in which they were drawn, which is like this. Okay. The 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. And with this deck, the Light Seers Tarot, it comes with a Chrysan's. It comes with a little guidebook like most of them do, and it's really wonderful because they all have little affirmations that go with them. So I did write some little notes up so that we can talk a little bit about that. Now, first of all, let's talk about the 3 of Pentacles. And this really is talking about working with others, cooperation, unity. With the Pentacles, this has to do with your fortune, your coin, your money, your talents, that kind of thing. But in this picture, you see that there are people that are also learning and teaching too. So we're going to incorporate that into the reading. The 2 of Pentacles is about finding balance, especially because it's Pentacles. I think about balancing your checkbook, or balancing balancing your finances. And then in the end, we have the Hierophant. So basically what we have here as a reading, as a little 3-card tarot reading for you, and we'll put our little Rumi quote in here too, is we have that you're learning, that you're moving forward when it comes to money. You're learning to balance this, and you're learning to trust yourself, your higher self. You're learning to trust the fact that you can learn this, and that you can do this, and that you can actually be successful. The Hierophant, I want to go ahead and read that affirmation to you. The Hierophant is a spiritual wise person. Okay. Sometimes we call him the Pope. Sometimes we call him the yes. Anyway. The Hierophant. I'm going to read to you your affirmation for the Hierophant. I am my own guru. The guidance I need is rooted in my faith, in my belief, and in my unique essence. So it's about trusting yourself, especially trusting your own belief system, your own guidance, your higher self. Who do you want to be? You are becoming that. And with the love, with the card, I just want to read it again. Okay, so bear with me. Your soul is so close to mine that what you dream, I know. I know everything you think of. Your heart is so close to mine. I'm going to dedicate that to my sister. I love my sister so much. I only have one sister. Actually, I'm lucky enough to have several sisters-in-law, and they are wonderful, beautiful people. I'm very happy to know them. I'm going to have another sip of coffee before we move forward. I hope you're enjoying your beverage, whatever it may be. You know, I did try to do a drunken tarot reading, but I got too drunk. That's a thing now. I don't know if you know this, if you're not someone who watches a lot of YouTube videos. Drunken history, drunken tarot, you know. Anyway, it didn't work out. Maybe another time. Except that I might quit drinking. So who knows? All right. So we're going to see if you pick the Om symbol. This is going to be your reading. So let's see what you have. Okay. Let me remember what order they were in. This is the order they were in. Okay, so let's put that aside. If you chose the Om, oops, then this is your reading right here. Okay, so first of all, we have the Knight of Cups, and there he is looking like James Dean. the Knight of Cups is the most romantic, the most, well, when I say romantic, I guess what I mean is romantic, but you know, the traditional flowers, knight on white horses and stuff like that. And there he is, looking like a little bad boy. Very cute. Now, the affirmation with this is about being in touch with your emotions and your feelings, especially when it comes to love. Now, the Ace of Cups is also telling you that you have a gift coming to you, a gift of love. And with the Emperor, that's an arrival. The Emperor, I think with the Knight of Cups, with the Ace of Cups and the Emperor, this is really just kind of telling you to follow that path of love that you have. And this is these two beings, all of these are representing aspects of you. And as you love and as you keep your heart open, because this person has her heart completely open, completely exposed. Now, most of us aren't able to do that, right? We've been hurt. But this is about opening your heart, trusting the process of love, and arriving as yourself, the Emperor. And I want to read you about the Emperor. You might can see my little notes here. I have them on the clipboard. We have the Emperor. I lead my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. The Emperor really doesn't have to, the Emperor's different than a king. The Emperor doesn't really have to tell anybody what to do or anything. He just kind of leads by example. And he also is very generous, very wise, battle worn, someone who has been through it. So this is not someone who just had an easy life and arrived at being an emperor. This is someone who's been through it, but continues to trust the process of loving connection with others, even in the light of everything that you will be going through in your life, in order to arrive as this wise man, this wise emperor. Can be female energy as well. I mean, this is male energy, but that doesn't mean that you have to identify as male or female at all. Okay. All right. So that was your reading if you were the Om symbol. Let's move on to the third one, and let's see what we have here. We're going to move that to the side. Okay, what order were these in? They were in this order. Yes, they were in this order. Okay, so this reading, it looks very, very, I want to say troubled, difficult. I'll say difficult. So it looks like you are kind of going through a difficult period in your life. And when I say period, it really, I do about 2 to 3 videos a week, and I call them timeless videos, and that does make them to where that they can suit you at any time, whenever you find them. As far as how long in advance they go, I know some people ask me that. It's really kind of variable. It can be anywhere from a few hours to a couple of days, but I wouldn't say, and it could be longer for you, but what we're talking about here is not something that's going to last forever. I'll tell you that. So we have the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is talking about a painful ending. Sometimes it's a heartbreak. It's not always a heartbreak, but it is something that is difficult, something that hurts, something that hurts emotionally. I needed another sip of coffee. Basically, this is a painful experience. It's causing worry. It's causing possibly some sleep issues and nightmares. Now, then we have the Two of Cups coming in, talking about a partnership and healing, okay? Now, the thing about these two cards is that they also talk about healing, okay? This is not something that's going to last forever, or that's even going to last for a very long time, but it is something that is difficult and that you will have to get through. I want to see what affirmations we have for you. I am healing every day. I see my fears as the illusions that they are. oftentimes, especially if we're not getting enough sleep, if we're up in the night because we're having bad dreams or because we're not able to sleep, and then we go throughout our days and we are trying to function without sleep, everything looks harder than it is. Everything looks meaner. So do your best to get the sleep that you need. Whatever little tricks that you need, whatever YouTube videos on self-hypnosis, talk to your doctor. There are all kinds of ways that you can figure out how to get the sleep that you need, because it's very important, especially for healing. And that's what we're talking about here. And one of the things that this card, the Nine of Swords, talks about is that this healing, that this process, this fear that comes with it can make things look a whole lot worse than they actually are, and make the experience a whole lot more fearsome, a whole lot more difficult. So if you can try to get sleep, that can sometimes help. And they are talking about the illusions that sometimes we do make things harder than they are, because we are try to look at things from a different perspective. Try to talk to your friends, and you have the promise of a connection coming up for you. This could be a connection, a romantic connection. It could be a business connection. It could be, now with what we're seeing here, I really feel like this is a healing connection. This is a connection that of someone that's going to really kind of help you get through this time. And that's what I have for you guys today. And here we come, last but, and don't forget our love over here, because that this poem really goes with that Two of Cups, doesn't it? Your soul is so close to mine that what you dream, I know. I know everything you think of. Your heart is so close to mine. Okay, if you chose Mother Mary, then we're going to do yours next. This is the order that they were in. Okay. I love this deck, the Light Seers Tarot. Isn't it beautiful? Gosh, it's so beautiful. So the Six of Swords is a transitional period. Sometimes it can be a difficult period. Most transitions are difficult. But they are inevitable, and we have to accept them, and otherwise we don't grow. I'm going to have another sip of coffee. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So while this may be a difficult transition, it does not have to be completely difficult, especially since you have the Hanged Man here. And the Hanged Man in this case is about surrendering, just kind of surrendering. In fact, I've got an affirmation here from the Light Seers Tarot. For the Hanged Man is, I lean into my inner world of limitless miracles as I surrender to the divine will of the cosmos. Isn't that beautiful? So for your transitions, your transition affirmation, oh, I didn't have one, but this is often transitioning through trauma, like getting through to the other side of the trauma. And what the Hanged Man is suggesting is, in order to do that, to just let go. Just let go. You've heard let go and let God. That's something you can do if you're a believer. Okay. And then what are you transitioning into? The King of Wands. And the King of Wands is a very energetic person, someone with lots of ideas, someone with abilities to combine energies, working with other people and other energies. And of course, the King of Wands is a king. He's also very generous as well, as the Emperor. is very generous, which was in another reading if you chose that one as well. Okay, so basically what this is saying is that yes, in fact, if you were reading these together, you could see yourself coming through the transition from the last reading into this one, and then leaning into it and becoming. So very beautiful, exciting reading. It's very hopeful. And even the dark readings, in fact, I'm going to put them all out here. Even the darker readings that we have here all have a bit of promise of hope and renewal. And all of life does. Balance, generosity, love, more love, working together. Aren't these beautiful? All right, I'm going to say it one more time because that's the point. Your soul is so close to mine that what you dream, I know. I know everything you think of. Your heart is so close to mine. I dedicated this to my sister, and it's a picture of sisters here, but it's really a poem about a connection with the divine. It's really a poem about a connection with spirit, a connection with possibly higher self, but since I've been meditating, I really think of the love, the pure love of God, basically, that comes to us, that comes through us, to other people, that comes from other people, through us, and back to God. Love of the divine. Okay, so here we are. We're at the end. Thank you so much for being here. I really am going to try to do these more often. I said that last time, and then it's been days. But I really do enjoy doing this, and I really do need it. And I hope to see you next time. Well, next time we'll do some yes or no's with my little Kwai Tarot. How about that? We'll do that pretty soon. All right, you guys have a wonderful time coming up, and I can't wait till we meet again. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.